Just finished a unit where I showed you how to design a character with the lines on one layer and the color on the layer below. Then our next unit is taking that character and designing what's called a turnaround of that character. It's part of the animation process. I'm going to give you a skeleton template, and I'm also going to give you a wooden mannequin template so you can practice realistic human proportions. The reason to use a mannequin form is so that you can practice your solid or three-dimensional drawing as you design your character. Of course, you don't need to necessarily use realistic proportions because part of what makes a character interesting in cartooning is using exaggeration. This is a character sheet for a character I created a couple of years ago. So your average human being is 8 heads tall. That means this is a head, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you divide the human body into the height of your head, there are about 8 of them, 7.5 to 8 of them within a human body. I'm going to be giving you a template with a mannequin that is 7.5 heads tall, which is about the height of an average real person. However, you are free to exaggerate and make the head larger since it's a cartoon character. And this mannequin is basically um, a geometric model of depicting average human proportions. You're not going to draw in the proportion template because that's just to show you that a human body is 8 heads, 7.5 to 8 heads tall. You're obviously not going to draw in the mannequin figure template because that's the template. It's just to show you the proportions. If you accidentally mess up and draw in those layers, you're going to have to start over. Anyway, so I'm going to lock those 2 layers and save the template so that this is what we're going to use for the assignment. You can see that this template, this layer, is only at 30% opacity, and the reason why is so that you can see to draw in the layers above it. So what you're going to do in this layer is it's going to be just for your rough design. This layer will be for your color, and this layer will be for your refined design. So what you're going to do is you're going to just roughly, kind of very scribbly, create your character in this layer, and then you're going to skip over to this layer, and you're going to do a much more refined drawing. When you're satisfied with your drawing, you're going to hide this layer, and then you're going to add the colors in the layer below. So that's how you're going to create your turnaround. Now, just want to explain to you what a turnaround is and why we create them. So I'm going to open up another document. Here we go. This has all the layers in all the figures in different layers. So I'm going to just delete this bottom layer. So it's just the mannequins, and each one, as you can see, is in a different layer. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. They're each one in a different layer. If I hide the layers, all of them except the bottom one, you're going to see how the turnaround actually works. So I'm going to take this one and move it to the middle. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to just line up the heads. So I'm going to unhide them in order. I'm just lining up the head. Let's take layer 8 and move it over here. All right, so now that they're all lined up with each other, if you go up to window, you're going to see, click on window and go to timeline. And usually down here, there's a box that you can check to create a frame animation. Once you've done that, you go make frames from layers, And let me just slow it down a little bit to 0.1 seconds so that it's a little slower, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So this is the turnaround. It gives you basically your person from all angles. So that's just basically the process. When you're done, completely done with this, with your design, I'll later show you how to divide your characters up into layers and create an animated turnaround, but we don't need to worry about that yet. Right now, you're just designing your character.